November of 2007 saw the release of SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Coming off what many people say is the greatest game in the series, would it improve upon the greatness of 2007, or would it flop in a way? Let's find out in today's review. Booting up the game, Yuke's is already hitting us with the new features, this being the fighting style system. It's a neat inclusion that works to the wrestler's benefit. Guys like Batista and Bobby Lashley are going to be Haas powerhouses that just pick you up and slam you whenever they feel like it. While guys like Rey Mysterio and Jeff Hardy are obviously going to be the high flyers doing the springboard moves and the crazy shit. Getting into the menus, we're greeted by, honestly, a soundtrack that I think is better than 2007. Probably a hot take, but I'll play a couple songs real quick. I think it's slightly better in my opinion.
South niggas, stand up. Weak niggas, man up. Fuck these niggas that don't show us no love. South niggas, stand up. Weak niggas, man up. Fuck these niggas that don't show us no love. Deep in the recess of every man is a thief, a robber, a criminal. Below the surface of every hero's an envy, a restless evil. I just wanna be famous, be so fucking jaded, 'cause all I play my blood is take my money from me. Show up at the Oscars, smoke out dinners, happen. The money is for nothing and the chicks are for free. Yeah, I wanna be. You can sleep all day and still get paid when the sun goes down. We'll do it all over again. Go hard and go home if you start.
Going through the game's roster, it's a mixed bag at best. We get the video game debuts of a lot of superstars here. CM Punk, Crime Time, Kenny Dykstra, Sabu, The Sandman, Terry Funk, Marcus Corvon, aka Monty Brown, and MVP all make their WWE game debuts. We also see the return of my all-time favorite wrestler, Jeff Hardy, who makes his first video game appearance since 2002's SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. If I was old enough to play this game in 2007, I definitely would have marked out for it. Sadly, though, when this game came out, I was like 2 months old, so wasn't playing it in 2007. But I do have a small nitpick about the roster. A lot of the wrestlers have reused models from 2007, and some are just outdated. Like Randy Orton still having his Legend Killer appearance, despite when this game released, he was the current WWE champion and was feuding with Shawn Michaels. This isn't a negative on the game, it's just me being a wrestling nerd and knowing shit, so yeah. Now, let's talk about the gameplay. It's so slow. Alright, comedic effect aside, it's not as slow as people make it out to be. Do I prefer the faster pace of 2006 and 7? Yes, but OA isn't downright terrible because of its slowdown gameplay. Entrances have this weird first-person effect that I honestly activated by complete accident, and I think it kind of sucks, honestly. It just looks like someone filming the entrance ramp and having a muscle spasm. It's not really a good inclusion to me. Something that doesn't suck, however, is the fact that you can spin the WWE title manually. This is a fantastic feature, by the way. This is only really something that makes me and me alone happy, but it's my review, so I'm going to mention it. Thankfully, PlayStation 3 kids were deemed worthy by the wrestling gods to get an SVR title. Visually, it looks really good, but I'd argue that 2007 on 360 still looks better. Hell, I think 2007 on the 360 looks good today. One thing you will notice in the gameplay is that you can no longer store finishers. Instead, you store your fighting style. Yay? It does kind of blow because now you have to hit your finisher as quick as possible. And with other factors involved, it's just not really a great idea in my opinion. Always let us store our finishers when the time is right. Now, attention to detail in any game is important, and like the other SVR games, it's here. Rather than having to maintain a stamina system, which thank God, wrestlers will visibly get tired as the match progresses, meaning like you'll try to pick up a weapon and you'll run and they'll drop it because they're tired, or they'll just visibly be, tired and sweating. It's a nice attention to detail, but it does get annoying because it makes you move slower than the Big Show on the way to the ring. We only have one new match type this time around, and it's the ECW Extreme Rules match. Probably one of the few good things to come out of the ECW reboot was a match type in a video game. It's very fun, and it allows for the crazy spots that we've become accustomed to by this point, especially with the guys that have hardcore as their fighting style. This is the only wrestling game, to my knowledge, that will let Sabu do the triple jump moonsault. And if you don't know what that looks like, I'll show it real quick.
Sabu has got to be thinking to himself, what the hell do I have to do to put away La Parka? How about the triple jump moonsault? Will that get it done? Yes!
In terms of the game mode, season mode is gone and it's never coming back. In its place is 24/7 mode, and it's okay. Don't get me wrong, there are some really cool storylines here, like you versus the entire ECW roster. And when I was seeing this reminded me of that short little mini feud that Cena had with ECW, like the brand itself. There's also a feud against the entire McMahon family, so Austin versus McMahon's. Okay, we're kind of recycling storylines here, Ukes, but it's whatever. And then there's a feud with Roddy Piper over a WWE Films contract. Wow, this game really dates itself with that storyline. I chose Jeff Hardy because, of course I did. And while Jeff is my favorite wrestler of all time, he does not do a good job voice acting in this game.
But thanks to the effusive praise of ECW's representative, I've decided to give myself and WWE fans an early Christmas present this year and induct myself into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Damn, I never thought I'd see ECW join Vince McMahon's special club on live TV.
Say the word, Mr. McMahon, and this chump is no more.
Man, I think you put your head way too far up a certain butt. Go ahead and send your boys. I need the warm-up.
One thing I do like 24/7 mode is the fact that during the main event or the pay-per-view matches, it will show like a little hype package like the real WWE does for their big events, which is really cool. Unfortunately, it's the same theme song. It's just the Raw theme song the entire time. It's the Papa Roach one, which, not bad, but across the nation will always be Raw's best theme. Don't comment. So, I did one full year of 24/7 mode, and I decided to go to SmackDown, thinking, you know what, I'm sure there's some SmackDown exclusive storylines. There isn't. It's just the exact same storylines. They just reset with different people thrown in. Why? Why were you so lazy this go around? I don't understand. This is the reason why I've never really completed 24/7 mode 100%. It's what made the prior season modes fun. You could go through an entire playthrough and not get certain storylines. It added replayability. But here, there's like maybe 10 storylines minimum. Oh, and GM mode is tied to your 24/7 mode, so if you want to do a GM mode, you have to delete your Superstar save. That's stupid. I'm not a big GM mode guy, you know that if you've seen the other reviews, but would it kill them to make them separate save files? It worked on the PS2, guys, come on. This is also the last game that has GM mode until 2022's 2K22. Which I have more experience with than the old school GM mode, and I think the new GM mode in the 2K games are mediocre at best. Replacing the challenge mode is the Hall of Fame mode. This is one of the first times that a game mode focused on iconic matches of the past, if I can remember correctly. It's okay, it's just recreate famous matches like Shawn versus Brett, or Rock versus Austin, and you get little bonuses and you unlock them in the game. It's cool, I guess. SVR 2008 isn't an entirely terrible game, but does it follow up on 2007? Hell nah, son! It's not terrible, though. Some people say it ruined the series, and I don't really agree. I think that's just kind of bullshit. It's a fun game, but it's not better than 2007 or 6, in my opinion. Next time on the channel, we will be taking a look at 2008 SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. I'm out.